good out there, man? It's the Gatekeeper, a.k.a. Lurtrums, a.k.a. King of Rhode Island, Frontline Family, HBG, Woe Life, you know what time it is. I'm making this video in light of everything that's happened with DMX recently and everything that's going on, and I want to point out a few things to people that may not be so privy to what's really good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I followed this man's catalog his whole fucking career. He is definitely the top of the food chain when it comes to my favorite artists of all times. No matter what genre, no matter what it is, DMX will and always will be number one in my eyes and in my mind. He's fucking just amazing in my opinion. That's just the way it is. He's my top dog. That's it. Now, that being said, about 10, 12 years ago, DMX did a joint, right? He did a song called 4321, all right? And in that song, he speaks of passing and then being reincarnated, okay? In that song, it's called 4321. That being said, okay, when DMX just got rushed to the hospital, critical condition, they're saying he's having issues with his brain operations and all that. It was on 4321, April 4th, 21. And that's a fact. And he did a song where he spoke about this shit like 10 years ago, about his passing and his resurrection. The song was called 4321. It's crazy how things can be spoken into existence. That's just one thing. Another thing is, I feel like Nori kind of led him into troubled water on the Drink Champs. Like asking him about the worst thing that's ever happened in the industry. And somebody else did a video after this dropped, because the Drink Champs dropped on the 13th of February this year. And somebody did a video on February 14th, and you can look it up on YouTube, where he breaks down DMX's body language. And the video is titled, like, Nori almost gets DMX in trouble with the gatekeepers. All right? So... And then, so he asked him a question. It's just crazy, and I just want y'all to see this shit. So maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm not, but homie did a video on it, and he was talking about the body language and all that, and I was shocked when I seen it myself. So we're gonna get through this ad real quick.
I thought about it. Give me some water. I don't see nothing.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it back a little bit because the ad's coming regardless.
How excited people
so
now are
watch
just
this.
about this project, but want to be a part of it.
Now the ad, of course. Look at this fucking queer shit. Nope. A little too happy-go-lucky for me, bud. I'll see ya. Now watch this.
Let me just speak for the world. The world want to see you win, man. The world want to keep seeing you win.
What?
Not everybody likes me, but the people that do love me.
That's a
right.
fact.
And I thought about this the other day. I thought about it because you know we've been hanging out. I don't just get me on wet fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I've been in the penile before, bro.
And you watch DMX's body language. Watch.
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, you got it. No, right here, right. Yeah, you got it.
I got it. Yeah. So, damn, let me lose my thought. So when I say, oh, yeah, I do remember. Like, I
Pay
can't
attention to his
ever
body
think
language.
of a time where I came around you, and first of all, we ain't have fun together. I can never think of that.
Chapter this. I apologize for it taking so long to get to it.
Embrace bad energy. Like, you've always been a guy. Like, if you come outside, I feel like you're a guy that's you're gonna just deliver good energy. Right. Because I mean, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I was a good dude. I mean, at the risk of, you know what I'm saying?
At the risk.
Over flattering myself, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm simple. You know what I'm saying? And I like to, I see what's in people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see the people? I see the good, and I see the bullshit too. Okay. I got a phrase that goes, always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact that you can see them well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, trust. It takes too much energy to not trust someone. You know what I mean? It takes too much energy. You always got to stay 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. But trust them to be them. To be themselves. Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the lion to laugh. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. But know them when you see them. You know what I mean? What's the worst thing that you went through in the industry and you just like, damn, you thought you would never go?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna bring it right back to. Let me break down something about that last part. When he's like, trust somebody to be themselves. So you know a thief's a thief. You know a sucker's a sucker. You know a clown's a clown. That being said, I feel like once DMX, like when he was Darkman X and everything was like pointed toward like his devilish ways and and being on demon time and shit like that, X was winning. X was winning. That's when they got behind him, you know what I mean? And they really pushed him because he was pushing that negative shit, man. And that's why a guy like me will probably never get on, because I don't really push that, like, crazy wild to the point where you think I'm a fucking Satan worshiper type lyrics, you know what I mean? Like, that's what X did. Like, come on, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. That album cover was the most provocative thing we had ever seen at the time, and that's a fucking fact. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He did a video where he was in the fucking mud, but it looked like blood, and he was up to his chest. Like, come on, we all know what DMX was about. And he always had a relationship with the God and the devil on his albums. Like, he spoke on behalf of the Damien, on behalf of the Lord, like, everything. Like, he was really, really in tune with what was going on, you know what I mean? But he kind of pushed the negative side of it. But once he dropped them albums where he kind of changed his ways, he wasn't really on that Mace shit where he was preaching and shit. But once he dropped them albums where he was glorifying God more than glorifying the devil, that's when his career went downhill, and he started running into all that bullshit, had all kinds of issues, always getting locked up. Oh, everything was like this, like the world was against him. And now he was just getting ready to be back on his rise and everything, and all this shit happens 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I'm going to bring it back to the point where he's getting ready to ask him about some shit that you know has, like, Illuminati consequences if that shit exists. Who knows? Watch. And watch DMX's body language, his face, everything.
I mean, at the risk of, you know what I'm saying,
just pay attention.
over flattering myself, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Be a critical thinker. Think about this.
You know what I'm saying? And I like to, I see what's in people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see people.
85% of communication is nonverbal. It's body language. It's a fact. Danny Siegel said it.
But trust in the fact that you can see them well. I mean,
not like Danny Siegel's like the Encyclopedia Britannica, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not the first person to say it.
Takes too much energy. You gotta stay 2 steps ahead of them, whatever. But trust them to beat them.
To beat themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the lie to lie. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to beat them. But know them when you see them.
I love that.
What's the worst thing that you went through?
Now watch his whole body language, everything changed.
You would never little too much, buddy. Little too much.
A little too much. A little too much.
Mr. Lee, come on, come on, guy.
Look at his face.
The worst thing I went through in the industry, or the worst time I've had, the worst thing I've had.
Now he wants him to clarify.
Okay, I like them both. I like you giving me
look at, he's thinking now.
I want to be specific.
He's buying time trying to think of the right answer. Look at his whole body language.
I don't know if I can give you that.
See?
I mean,
stuttering.
Yeah,
I can't give you that to you. That'll get him taken off the map.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See, look.
Something happened.
Fucking crazy.
You've been famous.
What happened funny?
Like something crazy.
Look, he curved the question. Swerved on him. He's still caught up over it though. You can see it, man. He's thinking. He's lost in his head. I've been there.
So
look, acting like he don't know what tour it is. Now watch. It's talking about him and Jay-Z.
Next day he closed. Was that like that?
No.
No. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yo, I think I closed once, but or something. But
okay, but that was his tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his tour.
Okay.
His tour. I closed the show.
Yeah.
Haha. Took a shot at Jay-Z. Look.
Let's go. I'm here for this shit.
Who is a gatekeeper?
Mike Kaiser.
Everybody,
Mike Kaiser. Great guy.
Now look, now you can tell, like Homeboy said in his video too, you can tell DMX is coming shooting from the hip now. He's telling the truth now. It's rolling off his tongue easy. You know? Well, yo, he curved the question and everything. Now, I know this is a dumb, long video and shit like that, but this shit means something to me, and I feel like people should tune in, man, and pay attention. The dog's at risk right now, man. Threw a shot at Jay-Z and everything. People can just say whatever the fuck they want to say. Jay-Z's a gatekeeper. Come on, man. He's a gatekeeper. That's who Jigga is. All right? They put him in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, things went downhill fast for X, and then that Drink Champ shit drops, and then this shit happens. Like, come on, man. And then on 4, 3, 2, 1, everything's done for a reason. If you're done any looking into secret societies, into the Illuminati or anything like that, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, this whole fucking country, this whole planet is ran by it. Like I really believe in that shit. I don't care what nobody says. I believe in it. I've been trying to break my way into the industry because I was trying to be a part of it. I ain't fucking stupid. I'm not trying to be on the losing team. Of course I want to be a part of that upper echelon. Of course I want to be in there. I'm just not sure what you got to do it. And when the time comes, if I was ever invited into that shit, I would have to make the decision then. Is this worth it for what I really want? And I don't know if my heart would allow me to do that. And they might know that too. And maybe that's not why. That's why I haven't gotten the invite yet. But you better be ready to do some wild shit if you think you're going to crack into the industry without being a part of that group. Because it definitely works like that, straight up. There is multi-billions of dollars that are put behind things in this country and put behind these artists and all this other shit. If you make it independent, it's by a fucking miracle because you really grinded hard enough to do it. You can get money, you can get a little bit of bread, you can eat kind of good off this rap shit independently. But I'm talking about the millions they be getting when you're at that X status, when you're in 4 fucking movies, you're on every television set, every bus that drive by got your album cover on it. That's the level X was at. People don't give him the credit he fucking deserves for what he is and what he's been through. That's a man that came up out the motherfucking mud. I drove almost 3 hours one way yesterday just to get out there and be a part of what was going on to show solidarity for that brother. Because I love him, and this shit genuinely hurts me to my core. Like I'm losing a family member. Like I got a family member fucked up. That's how it feels to me. And I don't give a fuck what nobody said. And anybody wants to hate on this video and talk their shit, feel free, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You already know what time it is. But I'm just putting it out there because it's just too much of a coincidence to me. And I can't even believe it happened. So that's just the way it is. Like there's going to be a lot more shit that comes to light soon. We're going to have to figure out what it is. But prayers up to DMX, man. Darkman X. Hope everything works out for you, baby. We pulling for you. Lurchums, the Gatekeeper, King of Rhode Island, Frontline Family, HBG, Woe Life. Let's get it.